Good evening, Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot reading from Don't Shoot the Tarot Reader. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I'm grateful for you tuning in. What I'm going to do is pull a Celtic cross, and we're going to get a look at your energy, where you are currently, where you want to be going, and perhaps get some advice. Well, I want to commend you for the work that you are doing right now. Okay, so this is a very good reading, Capricorn. What I have in the center here for you is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is how you're showing up. You are being crossed here by the Wheel of Fortune with the Nine of Cups. So what this is telling me is you're feeling yourself. Let's just start there. Not only are you feeling yourself, but the universe is on your side. It's feeling you too. The challenge being the Nine of Cups. Are you going to allow yourself to enjoy this time that you're having? Are you going to be able to let the universe bless you? Why? What we get in the past, the Hierophant in the reverse. This is what's below you. So what I'm sensing here is you might have been a part of something that you were trying to make work for yourself, or you were trying to get it to fit, or saying, this works for me, I fit. And you realized all of a sudden, actually, it doesn't work for me, it doesn't fit. And even though it looks good on paper, in the reality, day to day, it's not fulfilling me. So it looks like you chose to break out of tradition. Upright, this is like a structure that is tried, true, works, cog in the machine, but the machine works, right? Reversed is like, well, I want to try this a new way. So you're kind of rebelling against that. You're being blessed for doing that. And I wonder if the challenge is you believing in yourself while you do that, if you're allowing good things to happen. Does that make sense? Sometimes we leave this behind thinking, oh, I'm going to step out on my own, I'm going to fail. And sometimes we're afraid of just how wealthy the universe actually is. So when it does start to bless us, or things do start to move our way, we still, have it in us somewhere that we need to push it away. But I see that kind of, leaving, because what we get behind you is an Eight of Swords in the reverse. Eight of Swords upright would speak to being a part of this Hierophant thing, trying to do what you believe everybody else would want you to do, or doing the way things have always done and not wanting to break out of that mold. However, Eight of Swords in the reverse tells me that would be a prison for you. And those 8 swords, she's blindfolded. Like, she could take the blindfold off and step out of the swords, but it's sort of like a prison of their own making. So as soon as the thought plane changes, the action plane changes. So what I get here crowning you is the Hermit. So somewhere in here, you've done some work on the inside, because Nine of Cups talks about being a independent person. So this isn't codependency, this isn't reaching, this is you looking into you, going into that shadow to find the light. Everyone is a light shining in the world. It's just how bright or how dim, but it's all light. So I think what's happened is you've broken away from tradition. Those 8 swords, picture them like a big noise that's gonna like a wind, but that wind dies down. And when the wind dies down, all you are left with is this Hermit energy. So the chaos having left, now you're just left with you. And what do you see, Capricorn? I think you see a star. Thing is I think you see a low-key star. Okay, because this comes out in the reverse. This speaks of wonderful healing. This speaks of an ability to move forward, but it doesn't speak of doing it big and boldly. It speaks of more just kind of quietly holding it here and moving forward. Like I said, everyone shines their light. So the Hermit, because of the shadow aspect of the Hermit, the light exists. Because of those 8 swords, because of that Hierophant reverse, the Hermit exists. But it's kind of like when I was learning painting. They're like, you don't have to call yourself an artist because you are actively making art. It is in the doing that the title is given to you, not in what you proclaim for yourself. Therefore, moving with the star in reverse would tell me you're a star, but you're not trying to, like, you're not being gaudy about it, to put it plainly. What we get in your attitude is 5 of Swords reversed. Now, upright, everyone's like, this is the heavy conflict card. And it is, because you have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's that 5th one. I always look at the 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. 1 as a conflict card, but 2 as a decision needing to be made card. See, and you are the 5th sword. Looking at both sides, you see both sides of the argument. Now, this sword can just move stealthily through without having to really get to either side and proclaim, a stance. That would be that star reverse, just quietly moving through. Stars in the night sky don't say, hey, you got to look at me. They're there whether you're looking at them or not. You don't need our opinion. So you don't need these other 2 swords, you just need you. And you notice in the middle you get like the sun. Environment, I think you are ripe to try something new. I think this Hierophant in reverse, I think this 8 of Swords, you have been left in an environment that was very, very stagnant. I feel like it kind of felt like the universe took you there too. A sense of like, how do I get out of this? And it's like, well, the universe, hence, that's why the Wheel of Fortune. But that's why the universe put you there, because it is, how do you get out of it? And what you find after a while is the way out of it is not going to be something else coming in to save you, but you finding yourself. You were put in whatever situation so that you could understand that you are in fact the 9 of Cups. So moving forward, Princess of Wands, with this new star energy, with this new insight from the Hermit, Princess of Wands, she makes mistakes along the way, but she's not really, it doesn't matter. Also, she's not afraid to question things how they are. And as far as making the mistakes on the way, it's like, that's part of the joy of it, trying something new. So if you are moving out of what is tried and true and structured, trying something new, give yourself plenty of grace. And if you're going to make mistakes, make them big. Here's what I get then, as far as hopes and fears. You got a 5 of Cups in reverse. So you want to be doing something. I kind of wonder, it could be you're ready to just put the past behind. You've been dwelling on 2 cups. You've been dwelling on 3 cups, not noticing the 2. Could be that you picked up those 3 cups and you've wiped them out and now you're ready to pour into them again. Hopes and fears is, I think you want to leave the past in the past, and I think you're ready to move forward. That would seem to be the hope. Not really picking up much of a fear, maybe just the fear that, whatever has happened in the past will happen again, but I don't see that happening with the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Hermit, Hierophant reverse, and the Star reverse. That would tell me you've done some serious work to change some of your own inner engineering. So being a new person moving outward, the past will not repeat itself, because you've broken out of whatever cycle that you were in. As far as your outcome goes, we get the 10 of Cups in reverse. So we move you from a challenging 9 of Cups to a 10 of Cups in reverse. Hopes and fears is this 5 of Cups in reverse. Now I get it. What I'm getting here is, are you going to allow yourself to be happy, Capricorn? Sometimes, too, you could be so married to what those 8 of Swords were, or what that Hierophant in reverse was, right? That it's like, your environment is telling you, like, look, be a Princess of Wands, try something new and move out. But we're like, but I wanted it this way, so we don't want to take that step out. But even once we take that first baby step, you can already feel the energy shift. So there's more fun to be had going out if you will trust yourself long enough to do it, to break out of the mold and go into something new. I think if you just take baby steps, because the wise don't attempt anything too big, it's one day at a time. But as long as you take those baby steps, you'll start to see the energy shift. So hopes and fears, can you make a 10 of Cups happen? Maybe you haven't had much luck with the 10 of Cups in the past because you got this 5 of Cups. Can you be solid on your own? Can you create that 10th cup? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. I'm going to look for a little bit of advice. 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups with that Princess of Wands area. Princess of Pentacles in the reverse. You just got to put yourself out in the game. That's all. Because check it. Princess of Pentacles, She has a big pentacle here, and her body language is kind of like this. It means that like she's got a journey ahead, but in the reverse, you know, that's like a protected body language. That's like I don't know if I'm stepping into it. And that shielding with the pentacle, it's like, you know, there's some wariness there. And what this Princess of Wands is saying is, do not be that way. Do not be afraid to be wary. Do not be afraid to go out and look like a fool, make some mistakes, try something new that you haven't tried. Because what's going to happen, you're going to be moving out. If you do that, the quicker you take action on that, the more you move out of whatever this 5 of Cups energy is, and you'll start to move into this 10 of Cups reversed, meaning, 1, you will have gone your own way, away from this Hierophant energy completely. Number 2, you're going to start seeing what else is available to you from the universe. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. This was a great reading. Thank you for joining me. If you like it, like, click, and subscribe. And if not, don't shoot the tarot reader. I'll talk to you later.